Howdy, and welcome to a new video. It's another art themed related video, but I'm excited to film today because I'm going to be starting a new medium. Several months back, I did a little mini Temu haul and I got some art supplies that I had been wanting for a while and also needing. And I decided to get some shrink paper. I believe that's what it's called, Shrinkydink paper. I don't know, you can make like really cool like keychains and different craft things. I've been watching a lot of videos about it and it seems really fun. As some of you may know, I've been also working on this. It's kind of like my granny punk vest. And yeah, I want to make some custom charms using the shrink film stuff for my vest. Y'all, filming's hard sometimes. My brain's soupy soup. I don't always feel like talking on the camera. And today's one of those days where I just feel like I really don't want to talk to a camera, but I also feel like I need to explain the process of what I'm doing. But yeah, so we're about to play around with this shrink paper and I'm gonna take you along with me. Off. These are the little designs that I've come up with. We're gonna start by making these. What I've seen with the shrink paper is that you have to draw the thing that you're creating quite a lot bigger than what you think it will be, because as the paper cooks in the oven, it'll shrivel up and shrink, hence the, ooh, my nose ring just fell out. And yeah, I want to make some nail charms. These are going to be really small and I want them to make like press-ons with. And then for the vest, we are actually going to turn this lady into a little charm. What's funny is that she is based off of this drawing, and I did this drawing all the way back in 2016. So this is like a 10-year difference. In 2016, I was really fortunate. I was working and going to school full-time in college, and I got to do a study abroad trip to Italy, and I got to live in Italy for like a month. And this drawing of this like harpy woman I actually did on the train to Venice. Yeah, we're gonna try and experiment and see. We might have to draw her bigger depending on how it goes. I'm also gonna make these little dudes. I've heard people call them putti, like P-U-T-T-I. They're kind of like the Cupid figures, but it's like a floating head with wings. They're kind of spooky, like creepy cute, and I like that. And I want them to go on the vest as well. That's why there's this blank space, is because I still need to draw them out. Okay, I'm done doing this opening clip. I'm gonna work on this with you guys and I'm gonna include some speed up footage, and as per usual, I'll probably be coming in and out of the video just discussing what I'm doing and chatting with you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna set up and let's do it. I'm so excited. We're starting to get into it. What I'm doing here is that I'm actually kind of setting up like a homemade light board in order to transfer my little sketches onto the Shrinkydink film. I used to have this like light pad that I got at Five Below, but for some reason I've been unable to find it. But as long as you have access to like a window or some sort of like glass, like I have a glass table, that's an easy way to like trace things. But yeah, and now I'm just going in with colored pencils and I'm slowly working on outlining and coloring my designs. I'm gonna filter in on and off but for the most part, I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy. Seeing the puzzle pieces here reminded me that I had someone comment on one of my videos and they mentioned trying out Shrinkydink paper because I had uploaded a nail art video where I tried to incorporate some puzzle pieces into a nail set, but since the puzzle pieces were made of cardboard, they ended up not working out in the end and just dissolved off the nail. And they had commented that Shrinkydink would be a good option to possibly make nail charms. And what's so weird and funny is that I think I had made that Temu order like maybe a couple weeks before I got that comment, and I had ordered Shrinkydink paper, which is so weird and funny. And I had originally ordered the Shrinkydink paper not for nail art stuff, but to make the resin charms for my vest. And I just thought that that was such a good idea. I'm not sharing their username just because I don't know if that'd be weird. But yeah, I really appreciate your comment because yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with this Shrinkydink paper. Here you can see I'm going in with a mechanical pencil to try and add like a darker outline to my design. I tried to use ink, but the ink pen texture over the paper and the colored pencils was just not working. I didn't mind the look of the graphite liner in this case. Like, I think they look really cute. But in a minute when I start working on my harpy lady and those little cherubs, you'll see that I switched to black color pencil and I think it gave me a lot more color payoff. But I don't mind the look of the gray graphite. Cutting the Shrinkydinks was kind of relaxing. I think most people, they would get like a cutting mat and some sort of like knife that you could just like really carefully cut out the outline of your designs. I'll do that in the future for other things, but I actually wanted these charms to have a bit of the outline. Like I left a big amount of space so that I could back the charms with a lighter color. Because I wanted these charms to look like they were hand-drawn. It's like the look of like somebody had doodled onto the nails or something, you know? And yeah, cutting these things out was actually kind of fun and relaxing. I'm so glad I finally made this harpy woman. It had been a while since I worked with colored pencils, and I just really missed the texture of colored pencils and being able to blend things together. I normally use my colored pencils in combination with my watercolor paintings, but this was just a lot of fun to work on. I've gone through periods of time where I would only specifically work with like one like medium for a while before I did mixed media. So I had a period of time, I think in elementary school and middle school where I would only do like really like elaborate colored pencil design stuff. And yeah, it was like my favorite medium for years. Now I kind of treat colored pencils as an accent, but working on this harpy lady and the cupid was a lot of fun, and it was really nice to just relax and color this woman. Yeah, I love folklore. I love weird folklore. Harpies are some of my favorite, like, mythological creatures. Um, and yeah, whenever I saw my old drawing that I had done in Italy back in 2016, I thought it would be a fun idea to do like a 10 years later difference. And yeah, I really love her design. I also love like drawing and painting angel wings. I need to just draw like regular birds more often, but some of my favorite angel wings are red angel wings for some reason. And yeah, I just really wanted her to have lots of pops of different red tones. And I liked how the blue... Sorry about that, my phone ended up going off, one of my alarms, oopsies. But anyway, yeah, I really loved how her wings turned out. And here, this is actually me just sketching the Buh-Bye figure. Again, I don't really remember like what exactly Buh-Bye are, but in a lot of those like Baroque paintings that I would see like in the museums around Italy, they would just have these like weird floating head cherubs with wings, and I just thought they were so heckin' neat. I would love to get one maybe tattooed on me at some point in time. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I just had to sketch him out before I traced him onto the Shrinkydink paper. And I don't get to it in this video, but I also need to sketch out and create the other figure from the original drawing. There's another cherub that's looking in an opposite direction. But yeah, you'll see later in the vlog, I did end up having quite a bit of a bad flare-up at one point in time. So I had to rest, and I didn't get to making the other cherub in this video. So I started making those Shrinkydinks on a Wednesday last week, and today's Thursday, so it's been a little over a week. I don't know if I'm gonna get to finishing them during this vlog because I'm so fucking sick. Not like sick. I'm very flared up right now. I think it's a fibro flare because I hurt so fucking bad. And it's really hard to like conversate right now because my brain fog is so bad. But I've been so sick the past couple days that I feel like all I've been doing is like vegging out and staring at YouTube. And I'm feeling a little, I don't know, I feel a little ungrounded, and I'm kind of feeling like fragile today. I'm so like sad and exhausted that I can't even cry. This is my channel and I do what I want, and I just feel like talking about it. Things are just really stressful right now financially. I mean, like collectively, like right now everything's really hard for everybody, but I live in a single income household, and right now like our like washer's broken, and then our oven just went out. We still have the stove top though, and like I have an air fryer, so it's not a big deal, you know. It's more just like I know that we can't afford to fix those things. About the glare on my glasses, I just realized that might be really bad. Normally, I use healthy coping mechanisms like art to keep me distracted, but when I feel this bad, I can't physically do anything. I've been sleeping so much, like my fatigue is so bad that it's painful for me to sit upright or even keep my eyes open for very long. And everything hurts, so it's like I'm constantly waking up when I'm sleeping. Like, I don't know. I'm just really stressed. I have like a really long to-do list, and I'm feeling overwhelmed because I want to do things, but I just can't. It's been about 4 years since I've stopped working like your typical 9 to 5. And I still can't help but feel really worthless when I can't help out, when I can't like provide. So when I really don't feel good and I can't even make art, it just makes me feel really fragile and sad. And I still don't feel good. But today I feel like I have to do something because I feel like I'm going crazy, like I'm getting like cabin fever. I was wanting to go to my parents' house to do laundry today, but those baskets are really heavy and I have to load my car, and that just sounds unbearable. But at the same time, I also have a lot of household stuff to do that'll make me feel so much better, like cleaning wise. And my brain tells me like, well, if you have the energy for that, why can't you like load your car up and do laundry? Like, why are you such a piece of shit? But that's just like mean. Like, that's just like what my inner monologue is like, which is awful. And like, you shouldn't talk to yourself like that in your head. But like, oh well, yeah, I just needed to grab the camera to feel a little grounded, I guess. What's so funny is that yesterday my therapist called and was like, "Hey, I have an opening today. Don't you want to talk?" And I was like, "No, I'm okay." But that's because I felt really sick and didn't want to, talk to her over the phone. I wanted to keep sleeping. Probably should have talked to her yesterday. Need motivation today. I need to see how much my body can handle. Also, I have some really hard self-care things today. I really, really need to shower. You guys, I used to be such a crazy, like, cleanliness person. Like, I was the type of person where I would have to, like, shower every day, or else I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. And as my, like, disability stuff has progressed, now it's like, it's so hard for me to shower. Because even with a bathroom, like, I have, like a bench in my bathroom so that I can sit down while I shower, but like even that some days it's just is so hard. But I have to. I think it's been like 2 or 3 days since I showered, and at this point it's like a health thing. Like, girl, you're gonna get like skin issues and stuff if you don't take care of yourself. I would love to finish the Shrinky Dinks in this video, but I would rather motivate myself and bring you guys along with me. Try to do some stuff. But I'm also gonna like take it easy and listen to what my body says. I'm probably gonna have to do lots of 45-minute timer stuff today. That's like a trick that I've done since college. And it doesn't have to be 45 minutes. What you do is you just set a timer on your phone. It could be like between 15 to 45 minutes, whatever you want to do. And within that time period, you just like kind of just see how much stuff you can get done. Just be like, I wonder how much I can do before the alarm goes off. And you'll be really surprised, like, how much you get done. And then it feels good because then even if it's like only that one time that day, you were only able to do one 15-minute timer, at least you did that 15 minutes, you know? But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of that today because I'm probably going to have to like alternate between moving around and sitting down. My rib cage hurts so bad right now. And I think it's because I've been pretty sedentary. My ribs are very like loosey-goosey, and like whenever I lean back on things, the back part of my ribs hurts so bad because it feels like they're being pushed in. Anyway, that's probably kind of gross imagery. But okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna check back in, and I will talk to you guys soon. Howdy. It's been another week since I last filmed a clip. You guys, I had a really bad fibro flare-up. Yeah, after I filmed a couple of those like clips of me saying I was gonna do a bunch of chores and stuff, I did a little bit, but then I ended up having to lay down for the rest of the day. And that has been the trajectory of my past couple of weeks. Like my fatigue has been so bad that I just physically cannot stay awake and I'm in a lot of pain and discomfort. Anyways, I'm feeling a lot better today and I really want to finish this video. However, whenever I first started filming this video, I had a working oven. My stovetop still works, which is great, so it's not really a big deal, but you're kind of supposed to like bake these guys in an oven to shrink them down. And yeah, I'm going to have to improvise. I don't have a working oven, but I do have a really good air fryer. And it's a pretty big air fryer too. So I did some research. I had to dig around, you know, like Reddit and YouTube. And I did find this really good video. I can't remember the YouTube user's name, but I'm going to link the video in the description. In that video, she shows how she uses her air fryer to bake her Shrinkydink charms. And the way that she does it seems to really work for her. However, I'm really paranoid and I've decided to try and modify some stuff because I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm worried that it's gonna be like a fire hazard with the air fryer. Oh my God, do not listen to me. Do not listen to me anything about the paper. Nothing about the paper. Ignore me. But yeah, so basically what I've learned is that you kind of have to be careful with the air fryer with Shrinkydinks because since these are so thin, they're very lightweight. And I guess if you're not careful, the way that the air fryer works, these will just end up blowing around everywhere and they won't end up being able to turn out flat. So what I've done is that I'm going to use a parchment paper method, and I'm basically going to fold my Shrinkydinks into the parchment paper in the hopes that the added weight of layers of paper will prevent the Shrinkydinks from flying around in there. Does that make sense? Also, I don't know if I've mentioned it already in this video. If these don't turn out right, I have to redraw them and recolor them. Let's hope this is worth it. Yeah, I'm nervous. Also, I really want to finish this video because these little tiny charms that we're also going to make are going to be used for a nail set that I want to do. And I really want to do my nails tomorrow, so I gotta get her done. I gotta finish this video. So I already pre-folded some paper to experiment with, but I'm gonna show you how I fold this harpy lady up in the parchment paper. And yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along with me and we're gonna stick her in the air fryer and see what happens. Again, I am a silly goose. Ignore the paper comment. Please be careful. Do not set your house on fire. I am not a role model. So I washed my air fryer out. So it's pretty big. We have one of the bigger Ninja models, thankfully. But yeah, I'm going to just double check and see that she fits in here. After we pull this out of the oven, we're also going to get something heavy and something that's safe for heat to be applied to, and we will be squishing the heck out of it when we pull it out of the air fryer. Because apparently if you don't do that, the Shrinkydinks themselves will just like cool down too fast and they'll like shrivel up or something. They won't lay flat. I'm gonna preheat my air fryer. But I'm not going to do it for very long. So I'm going to take this out. And I think I'm just going to preheat it for 5 minutes. Preheat for 5 and then only put it in for like 2 minutes. Okay, so here we go. It's done and I'm scared. Okay, it's been preheated. I'm going to very carefully stick this in here and not burn the heck out of myself. And now we're gonna do it for 2 minutes. And once the timer goes off, I'm gonna take this out and I'm immediately going to take this Pyrex dish and I'm gonna flatten the Shrinky. It's even more nerve-wracking because I can't see what's happening in the air fryer. Burning smell. I can already tell you that was way too hot. Honestly, I think I should have just not preheated it. Learn from my mistake. That could have caught the house on fire and it didn't. Oh God, let's unwrap her. Oh my God, that's so cool. It did work though. I am so happy that worked. But also, what the fuck? You guys, look at how beautiful she turned out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, wow. However, now I'm kind of nervous because she was pretty heckin' big. Does that mean that these are going to shrink into non-existence? Ah, it's still hot. Oh, how fun. And then these are how the little ones turned out. I was super worried because I thought that they would just like shrivel into non-existence. And yeah, so the video that I linked in the description, just listen to what she says, because I didn't need to improvise. I just needed to follow what she said, and it ended up working. I realized that you do have to flatten these out pretty fast, because like that's why some of these are warped looking. I don't care about the imperfections and warpedness of these things. I think it kind of adds to the charm, but also these little ones are going to be used in a nail set. So I wanted to show you guys kind of like my idea. So like here's one of the star ones. Nail charm. There's a bow. And here's how the other cherub turned out too. How cute. So we're not done with these yet. I have to put a clear coating and back these with something so that you can see the colors better. Like I'm gonna use a cream or white color. And I'm actually going to be using some nail products to do that. That might sound crazy, but I don't have any like resin craft supplies. And I figured since I have like a nice curing lamp, I'll just use that method to seal them and finish them, because this side is still matte and I want both sides to be shiny. But yeah, I'll just show the process on this little Shrinkydink, and I will check back in with you at the end of the video. This is a part of my Shrinkydink experiment process that I was actually looking forward to the most. So as I stated before, I don't own any sort of like resin material, but I do have a heck ton of nail art supplies. And I don't mind using them on these art projects because I only do nail art for myself. So realistically, I'm not going to go through my product as much as like a nail tech would, you know. And I just figured it would work, like the nail products would stick to the plastic with the UV light and whatnot. But yeah, I liked how they turned out, and I can't wait to experiment more in the future with like different colors and different sparkles. I'll also probably maybe invest in resin in the future. Resin kind of intimidates me because it seems kind of harsh, like a harsher chemical. But yeah, we'll see. Right when I got done setting up to record, Tofu decided it was time to get in my face and distract me. And that's fine, because he's handsome. Kinda handsome. I think he's handsome. Ooh. Anyway, I'm here to end the vlog because we got some Shrinkydinks made, and I'm so excited to show them off to you guys. But also, surprise! I've already used some of them. Hi, Mr. Handsome. He really do just be doing that. I'll get you some up-close footage, but I already used some of the Shrinkydink charms on my nails. But yeah, I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you how they turned out. Tofu, you're blocking my light. Look at how beautiful she turned out. How beautiful she turned out. And I mean, she shrank like a considerable amount too. But this is like the perfect size for what I'm going for. because she's going to be used on my little granny punk vest. And then here is the other like little cherub Buh-Bye companion. And as you can see, these little circles were meant to be like the little holes so I could thread them onto my vest. But I didn't take into consideration that where I had poked the holes, they would end up shrinking. And yeah, I guess I didn't make them big enough. So it's kind of annoying to see these little holes. She has some on her too that didn't fully stay open. It's not a big deal. I can get a tool to re-drill those holes in so that I can actually sew them on the vest. But I'm going to show you what I mean. Here, let me get the vest. I think I'm going to have a different piece of fabric, like a circle fabric, like to make another patch. But basically, I want to add them as just like little embellishments. So like maybe stick her right here. And then I was thinking of putting this guy somewhere over here. And then I'm just going to use this silly little scrap paper because I still have to draw and color it. But I'm going to put the other cherub guy from the original drawing, like maybe somewhere over here, and have like ribbon connecting them. Yeah, I just think that's gonna be so cute. This was so fun to play with because now it's given me so much inspiration to make other crafts. Like now I want to do more like custom patches or custom embroidery hoops with like these illustrative shrinky designs. It seems like, maybe it seems like a lot of work to some people, but I think the payoff was worth it because I hand drew these images, you know, and they're basically one of a kind. In order to make the same ones, I would have to like scan the original image or print it out, you know? So I don't know, they feel special. Here's what the other guy looks like too. I forgot to show you that, but I still have to draw him. But I am saving these little scrap papers in case I want to remake the Shrinkydinks in the future. And I also want to use them as like little junk journal scrap, as you can see based on this page. And yeah, here's the rest of the nail charms. And I say nail charms, but I guess I could technically use these on any. So I backed some of them with only glitter. And then some of them, like this crazy swirly, they are backed with just like one layer of a creamy white, milky white. The bunny rabbits are so cute. I can't wait to use them in the future in a set. I obviously couldn't fit all of them on my nails. But yeah, they're so cute. Look at my little stars. Puzzle pieces. These bows are super cute. And man, I really need to clean these off. I started to try to use these adorable anime eye ones that I made. But they were just way too big. Like they could kind of fit on my thumbnail, but so much of it was hanging off on the side that there was no way that these wouldn't get caught on something. But I'm excited to incorporate them in some other craft. And I kept the other eyes, and so now I can just like redraw them and make them smaller. And yeah, I'm gonna definitely play around with more of the shrinky wrap paper in the future. I actually got quite a bit of it too, and I ordered this paper off of Temu a while back. I don't know if the listing still exists, but I'm sure if you look up like the Shrinkydink paper, it'll probably pop up. But yeah, how fun, guys. I'm going to include my little short of the nail charms up close. Yeah, these nails are so cute. I haven't worn, or I haven't done like straight polygel nails with dual forms in a while. I did start filming nail content a little bit, but I decided to make this set off camera because I was just getting back to feeling better, you know, and I kind of just wanted to do an art craft for myself and I didn't want to film it. And I literally spent like 8 hours just doing some of my favorite things, like watching YouTube and doing relaxing nail art. And it was really nice. But yeah, I'll try to make more nail videos. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go. I've been filming this vlog for I think probably like 3 weeks now, and I'm ready to move on to another craft. Um, but thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate you if you'd hit the like button and subscribe if you want to hang out some more with me. And if you don't have anything to say specific, how about you leave me some like spring themed emojis in the comments? I honestly ask people to leave emojis in the comments because that's how I interact on YouTube for the most part. Like my executive functioning is so garbage that like half the time it's too hard for me to type out a long response on YouTube, so I just send emojis to people. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.